Yeah, for sure. And I mean, from there, when you rode for the team, I think were you on intense bicycles the year before? Did Jeff start? I remember when I first knew you, and you were riding specialized bikes for somebody through. Was it someone through a shop in Whistler or something? I can't
Yeah,
remember exactly.
it was like a bit of a backdoor deal through Evolution in
Okay.
Whistler. And yeah, they were a dealer for Specialized at the time, and they got me kind of on a little program there where I would get like some blem frames. Like they would try some crazy paint job, but then they would be like, nah, this isn't gonna be what we're gonna run for production. So I'd get these like backdoor deals on frames, and the shop would help me build them up. And so yeah, I was on Specialized for a couple years doing that.
Hmm.
And then while I met Chris, and he kind of introduced me to Jeff and Jen at Intense, and that's kind of how that came about. I got my first frame from them in 2007. Um, and then I think I was on the team 2009, 2010
Yeah.
with you. Um, but yeah, I just honestly, to this day, how much I appreciate that is that support is just like, I mean, that was incredible to like finally be a part of a team and have that support.
And I mean, you deserved it, and the results that you got were incredible. And I think you could have, carried on with that. I mean, um, yeah, unfortunately, just a few things happened in that last year, and I got a little bit burnt out with a few things, and so I kind of had to have a complete reshuffle of the team. Um,
Yeah.
'Cause I was struggling with a few things that were happening, and unfortunately, looking back now, and I can only apologize that that wasn't none of that was your fault, and you deserve to continue and get that support. And yeah, looking back, I'm sorry I couldn't have done that.
Aw.
But
It's crazy how it happens, like I think when when you and Chris and I parted ways, you went to Nuke Proof and we stayed with Intense. I think even at that time though, like of course I would have loved to continue um having the support to race the World Cups. And I do think that if I was given the time, that I could have achieved a lot more and just kept progressing.
yeah,
But at the same time, it was the timing of everything. At that point, I felt like I was already kind of moving towards something different. When you're an athlete, you have to be super self-centered.
yeah,
You're just like, you have to be selfish, and it's always about you. And I was already getting a bit tired of that.
yeah,
Like it just I was already feeling kind of gross. Like I was like, this is gross. It's been all about me for so long. And so I think that, it was time anyways to kind of switch the focus. So I think that for me, the timing of everything, perhaps it wasn't like the magic timing for me to like really see where I could go with racing, but that's just the way it was. And I think I still played an awesome role, and I had such a rad experience with it all. And um, yeah, it's just kind of the way it was. And I appreciate everything that everyone has ever done for me. And then I'm now able to kind of pass that on. And